Okay, episode 14 of Think Much podcast. I'm your host, Leventus.
Good morning, America. My name is Lucas. Sorry, bro. We gotta come in with the high energy, bro. It's been a rough week. We gotta come in positive and high, bro.
I guess, but dude, yeah, you need to tone it down a bit, bro. I'm still grieving over here, man.
Oh man. Anyways, you want to jump into
what?
how's your week?
My week was horrible, dude. Kobe died. Kobe and Gianna died, man.
Yeah.
And there's 7 other passengers on the helicopter crash. How do you think my week's been? Why are you laughing?
You're right.
It's not funny, bro.
No, but on the real note, like, what was your first reaction, like, when you got the news?
Didn't believe like everyone else, man. Cause like I said, I told you, man, like, you sent it to me, and like I was in a place where like the reception was bad, like, so like only thing I could see, I couldn't see the article, I could only see like the font, like the wording, and all like the letters, like the I saw these words stick out like a sore thumb. It's just like Kobe died, helicopter crash. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I couldn't even believe it, bro. So yeah, still shocked,
bro. It's like I told you, bro. Like, I had one of the kids at the Y, come up to me. Kobe's his favorite player. He came up. He said, right, he had tears in his eyes, bro. He was like, Kobe just died, and I was like, stop playing, bro. And I was actually talking to Joe, and I was like, no way. And he was like, yeah, bro, go Google it. So I got my phone, bro. And when I read it, I was just like, it's just one of those things where you can't believe. And when I tell you, like, and I told you this before, bro, I've never seen the energy, not just in a room, but in the building, like, just die down, bro. Like, the YMCA, like, after everybody, like, got the news, like, it went from enjoyment to everybody was just, I'm talking about, bro, they stopped the game, but they were in the middle of a basketball game, they stopped, bro. Just that everybody was just looking, trying to get details. At that point in time, the details were scarce.
Which brings me to my next point, because like as soon as I saw that, I went straight to like Yahoo for whatever reason. I don't know why. That's the place I went to for my news.
Yahoo had anywhere.
I don't know what you just said, but yeah, I went to Yahoo.com for my, and I didn't see it on there. So I'm like, okay, this nigga's tripping. I don't know. He's sending me fake news. So I was kind of happy about that. But then I went on Twitter, and unfortunately, TMZ reported it. And dude, whether we like it or not, TMZ usually gets stuff right. Well, they get stuff right like most of the time. Speaking of which, apparently, because I wasn't there for the beginning of the news. Apparently they posted it on their Twitter, and then like 10 minutes later they took it back. So people were like, why are you?
Yeah. And
then they put it back on like another 10 minutes later. So that was weird, because TMZ posted the news before like the family knew about it. Isn't that, dude? Can you imagine, like, you're scrolling through your Twitter feed or whatever through social media, and you got to find out that way? Like,
well, the first instinct is you gotta try to call them, and like me, the first instinct would be I'll try to call my loved one or whoever, bro, and
right,
not being able to pick up that person, pick it up, like, dang, this might be real, this might be really true. Because you never tell with the internet, so it's kind of that adds on to the agony.
It's just weird, like, how they're able to report.
How they know? Like, how they know so fast?
Yeah, like, do they have someone on site? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, because like when they get like medical news and stuff, like people in jail, I've been told that they pay people on the inside to give them this information. But I still don't, like, how. Okay, so a plane crashes, right? Or excuse me, a helicopter crashes. How do you know?
Because he was isolated like that. Yeah, like that. How do you,
like.
Especially like if it like
I don't get how they get the news, but it was.
I don't mean disrespectful like this, but especially like if it crashes, you would think like the bodies are gonna be pretty torn apart. Like how do you know that's Kobe? Like and didn't know. Well, I mean, I guess they can put the pieces together on what daughter it was, but. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I still don't know how they were able to identify that Kobe was in the helicopter so fast. That baffles me. Like how like. Bro, they got the connect. I don't know, but they must got the connect.
Like, did they link the helicopter? Dude. I mean, even then, like, how would you know what type of helicopter like just crashed? I don't get it. Like, okay, so the crash happened around 9:30, and the news started coming around like 30 minutes later. So how? I don't know how they did it. But back to what I was saying about the the series of events, like the news that played out. Because like at first it was just like a helicopter crashes in Calabasas, and then the next one, everyone on it was dead. Then we found out that Kobe died. Then we found out that his daughter's with him. Then we found out that there's at first there's it said there's 5 people total. Then we found out there's actually 9 people total.
9.
So like this series of events, it just kept building and building.
Getting worse
like
and
I said,
worse. Yeah.
That's like the worst. Like it couldn't get any higher, dude. Like it just kept getting like every time a piece of like news
It's like
came out about it.
when will it end? Like
Yeah,
is there any stoppage here? Like
it did not want to end. Like it just kept getting worse and worse, man.
oh no, it's just
terrible news.
No, it's beyond
like
terrible.
there's a whole family on that, like a father, mother, and a daughter on that. And the coach, the pilot,
The coach?
one of the coaches on there,
Oh.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, like a volleyball coach or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just eerie because again we were talking about this about how it was foggy. I heard Skip talk about this on his show. Remember about how his wife texted him and said it was so foggy that she couldn't even see from like outside the window.
Yeah.
And then how the county, that Orange County, said that no police officers can fly in the helicopters because it's so foggy. So did you hear about how like the pilot, because it was so foggy, he thought he could clear a mountain or something like that, and apparently that's what.
Really?
Like, yeah, that's
because to be honest with you, after the first day, I haven't really kept up or read. I watched a little bit on it, but I didn't really get any details. So you're probably more informed than I am.
I haven't been. I kind of like tried to stay away from it, but like I just heard that he tried to clear a mountain. But again, it was so foggy, like so. Or he tried to go over a layer of cloud because it's so foggy, and then there's mountains in California, so that kind of led to it. So.
You know, and I said this a couple weeks ago, you know, about, you know, being humble and really loving your family, really take care of it. But take it a step further, bro. I don't think people realize we're just a ball of flesh, bro. Like, we are so fragile. It's really easy to, like, pass or die. The reason why I say that, point being to that is, you know, it's just, like, people don't realize, like, how it's grateful that we breathe every day. Like, dude, you gotta be grateful for that, because there's a chance at any given moment, and if anything, and you said it best the other night, if anything, if you take any silver lining, any little bit of positivity from this, is that, you know, just you got to cherish, and you gotta just, you know, have hope, but more importantly, and we discussed this before, what, you know, Kobe meant when you think of work ethic, when you think of hard work, when you think of goals. You think of Kobe, bro.
Perseverance, persistence.
Anything. It was like that even before he passed. Like that that was like
Mamba mentality.
Yeah, exactly. That he had a phrase for him. You know, how much of a hard worker he was, and you know, it went beyond the court. You know, it went from outside the court, from just anywhere. And you
Father, coach,
yeah,
daughter's team.
It's just like
Oscar winner.
It's just like I was telling you. They say it best on ESPN, bro. They were like, you know, after he got done, you know, with basketball and he retired, I think he went to go write a book. I think the first thing he did was write a book, if I'm right. I may be wrong. But anyways, like, she was saying that he didn't really know how to, but he found a way. He asked the right people.
Yeah.
You know,
storytelling. Yeah, he wanted to learn about storytelling.
Exactly. You know, and it goes beyond that for more things that he did. Point being is if you don't know something, find it. Like, there's always ways to find a way. You know, you can push through anything in this life. Because at the end of the day, nothing is worse but the end. Nothing's harder than death. So you just have to push through it and find a way. That's something that I really took hard and really thought heavy, was just like, bro, we're fragile as beings. A lot of it, like,
well, to be fair, no one's surviving a helicopter crash that burst into flames.
Heck no.
Because remember, I was telling you about how, like, the people that were close to it heard, like, the engine started like stuttering, and like it was like super low, like it was so loud, like the building everyone was shaking, and then they just heard the explosion, like the big crash, boom. Again, because people, like, a lot of people are saying you're not supposed to question God. For sure, I'm not questioning God. Well, that's what Shannon was saying. My only question is, and we already talked about this, was that I want to know who gave the okay to fly the helicopter if it was so foggy? Like, if the police officers can't fly because it's so foggy, who gave? Again, I'm not blaming the pilot because he was an experienced dude. He'd been flying over 20 years, so obviously he thought he could maneuver in the just maneuver in the fog. Like, but it's weird. Like to me, why was someone able to fly, like a civilian, a regular pilot, able to fly?
He has no authority or
if the police
I don't want to
can't
say
do
power, but exactly. He has nothing over them. So who gave him the okay? What?
If the police can't fly in the sky, why was he able to? Again, I'm not questioning it. I'm not blaming anyone. I just want to know how that process works. Like, since it's private, I can do whatever I want. And again, I don't think it works like that because you still have to talk to like an air coordinator or something like that.
Yeah, like you gotta communicate with something to let people know you're in the air.
Yeah, because if something does happen, they gotta know where you're at, the coordinates and stuff. So I forgot to look that up, but that's something I was super curious about, especially after all the news started coming about how it was so foggy. Because initially I didn't think the fog played a part in it. I just thought that it was like a freak accident with the engine. Yeah, so that's what I thought initially, but apparently the fog had probably the most to do with it. And people have talked about this, like the last moments. It's hard to think about just like what Kobe was doing in those last moments, like probably like clutching his daughter, telling her it's gonna be all right. Dude, that's the hardest part for me, man. They're going to her game.
You said it the best, bro. Like when you're in a situation like that, that's got to be like probably the worst feeling. Because you feel so you can't do anything, helpless. Like
right,
there's nothing you can do to get out of that situation. Like it.
And your job as a parent is to protect your
exactly. That's
child.
what that makes it 10 times worse. That like you and just you having your daughter there. I'm over here getting choked up. You having your daughter there. It's just, you can't do nothing to protect her or protect yourself in a scenario that's just that, crazy. And, you touched on this the other day, and obviously others, sports centers, other TV shows and podcasts touched on this, bro. It's one thing because we lost stars and celebrities before. The late Mac Miller, obviously Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. I'm just talking about like in our lifetime in general. But respectfully, those were kind of
self-induced.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, self-induced.
Self-harm.
And this was just
a freak accident, bro.
It was just something that was out of the hands, like completely out of his hands. He had no control.
Again,
it was with good intention. He was going to a practice, like he
used to take the helicopter all the time to practice. He's been taking it for years. I heard someone say that Kobe might, besides a pilot, he might have been on the helicopter more than anyone else besides like a pilot. That's how much he took it, because from where he lived to that place to the gym was a 3-hour drive. But in the helicopter, because of the LA traffic, but in the helicopter it's only a 30-minute flight. So look how convenient that is.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Kobe was doing that when he was going to practice, going to games. So he's been on it like for years. He spent countless hours in the sky. So
it was routine for him.
Super routine.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure a thought never even thought of. Excuse me, I'm sorry. A thought never came up. Of it. It could happen. It's crazy. It's tragic. And once again, we discussed this earlier on the week too. I feel. I can't even say I feel, bro. There's nothing I can't. I'm nobody. But it's just hard to think what his wife is going.
I can't even think about
like
Vanessa Bryant.
It's something that's so.
Also, John Kerry and Alyssa Alatobi, like that was a whole family. So that a mother, a father, a daughter, and then I think they had 2 other kids. So those 2 other kids lost a sister and parents. So rest in peace to them as well. Sarah and Peyton Chester, mother and daughter. Rest in peace to them. Christina Mosser, she was assistant coach. I was talking about. And Ara Zabayan, that was the pilot, the experienced pilot. So again, rest in peace to all those people, man.
Yeah, it's just
dude. That's,
and you can't like, I don't. Well, unless you lost a child or anything, you can't relate. Like, you know, for it to
That's
be
the worst feeling ever,
that
bro.
sudden, that urgent, and y'all going to the same place. So, like, you know, obviously the reward exchange before Kobe left. So, you know, that it's just like that's the last time you see her hug him. And, you know, it's one thing, like, you know, and this goes kind of for any situation when it involves death. It's just like you never know. And it's just crazy. Like, and you said, bro, the crazy, not even the craziest part, just the part that if she did find out this way, you found out off the internet. If she were to find out that way, like,
dude, the internet
like,
is a sick place because, dude, they were saying, they're talking about Rick Fox was on the plane because, like, when Kobe was on the helicopter crash, immediately, I believe it was TMZ was reporting that, okay, Kobe died in the helicopter crash, but his wife, Vanessa, wasn't believed to be on it with him. In my brain, like, went straight to, okay, who else was with him then? Like, I didn't even think about his kids being on it.
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so who else was with him? Then the internet started coming up, like, they're saying, oh, Rick Fox was on it. Rick Fox is a former teammate of Kobe that played on the championship teams with the Lakers. And so the internet was just making people die. Like,
Bro, imagine that, bro. Like, if you go to scroll through your feed, not only do you find, you know, someone that you're close to has died, but, bro, your name's getting thrown up. Like, bro, like, you just scrolling through, you're like, what's going on here?
I was on the because Shaq was talking about it. Shaq was like, Rick, like, so he called Rick up and Rick, I think he said he called Rick up and Rick was like, I'm good, because his I believe his attorney had to go on social media and address it that he was not on the crash. So yeah, the internet can get sick sometimes with that. See, the thing is, everyone's always trying to be first, like. Always trying to be first to break the
Get your
news
shit
story.
right. Like, I'm sorry, like, I hate to put it that blunt, but get your information and facts right. Because, bro, you're hurting. I mean, I'm not going to say you're hurting people.
You are hurting people.
I mean,
the family, dude.
No sense of and we know this as people, obviously, with the internet and with everything. It's 2020. There's no sense of privacy. But, bro, I want to be the first one to know if my loved one or something passes. I don't want to have to look and find it. Like, that's so insensitive.
How is that, dude? How is that not a law? That should be some type. I'm not some type of law. Like, I can't. How am I finding out that my family died after you guys on social media, dude? That doesn't seem right. That should be some type of privacy, like
something, bro, something. Because that kind to me is just so insensitive, and just. And I hate to say it, but like, obviously they care, but you know, that's a news story, bro.
I think that was business. That's clearly for clicks, bro.
Okay, so I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be that.
Because they want to be the first, bro. Like, we live in a instant gratification type, like,
good way to put it,
society. Like, we want everything now. Like, we want quick results, bro. And if you take away anything from Kobe's life, in Gianna's life, I'll speak on that a little bit. Kobe and Gianna's life, because Kobe, through 20 years, right? He came into the league 17 years old. And everyone knows.
Straight from high school, right?
Straight from high school, Lower Marion High School in Philadelphia. And everyone knows that he wasn't a finished product. So we saw that development, right? So if you can take anything from Kobe's life, it's that nothing happens overnight, right? Like, you got to put in the consistent work. Consistency pays off. Hard work pays off.
Patience with it.
20 years. Same thing with his daughter. We saw his daughter grow up, and everyone that's seen her play says that she was gonna be, like, special, like a ball. Like, I heard Tracy McGrady talking about it. Matt Barnes were talking about it. She was special. So, like, we just live in an instant gratification society where we want everything now instead of, like, waiting for the things to kind of play out.
She just got to carry on his legacy, dude. Like, that's what's running through my mind right now. Like, bro, that's untapped potential, in my opinion.
Yeah, he still has. Remember, he still has other daughters.
Yeah, of course.
So they would definitely continue on the Mamba legacy, whether it's through basketball or not. Also, people can't. I don't even know if I should even talk about this, but other people other people died on the plane crash, on the helicopter crash too. How do you feel about that? Like, just that response. Okay, Kobe wasn't. I mean. Kobe and Gianna were the only ones that died on the helicopter crash.
This is what's wrong with people. Why are you? Because that to me, why are you trying to make crap out of a worse situation? Yeah, stop trying to compare. Stop trying to look at the bad. Like, obviously, other people passed. We get that, and everybody has said that respectfully. Obviously, we're looking out for the other people too. But in the same given hand, and I hate to be like this, Kobe is something that touched. He's a very prominent figure that touched a lot of people. Global. And it's has to deal with a lot of not only players in the league that have looked up to him, everybody just in general.
He touched so many people.
Everybody knows him, bro. From any
walk of life.
Exactly, global, and it's more, like I said, it's more out than outside of basketball, because when people think of work ethic, it's him.
Right.
Exactly. Even the like
football players, soccer players are talking about it.
Exactly, it's worldwide. Like it's just crazy. I know
musicians.
I do want to say this is. I know this is random, but bro, the day after, I saw this thing on Instagram, bro. Like at 8:24 a.m., a whole bunch of students like threw like paper balls in a trash can and said Kobe. I thought that cut was so nice. But bro, just think of it, bro. When anybody does a shot, anybody does anything crazy, even in Call of Duty, bro, when I throw a grenade across the map, I'd be like Kobe, bro. That's the and I didn't think.
Shout out to Ruben because he does that a lot. So shout out to Ruben.
And
I did say that a lot.
I didn't even think about that until I did it the other day, and I was like, bro, this man is brought up.
We've been doing that since middle school. I've been doing that since middle school. Shout out to my friend Evan. Shout out to my friend Stefan. You remember Stefan? He's a big Kobe fan. Evan, big Kobe fan. Janad was a big Kobe fan. Dude, Kobe was that guy, dude. Even if you didn't like the Lakers, you rooted for Kobe. But back to the original point about people saying, like you said, Kobe was a prominent figure, arguably the most famous basketball player on earth because of his impact in China and soccer teams. Like he spoke 3 languages, well-spoken guy. Plus, we saw Kobe grow up. We saw his daughter grow up like in front of our eyes. So that's why it affects us more. Just to answer that question, like Kobe came in the league at 17 years old, bro. Now he died at 41. So we saw like the evolution. That's why.
It's just like, bro. That's why I don't want. It's not even a generational thing. It's just people in general. They're always trying to have a voice and opinion and trying to. But it's like, bro, stop seeking out the negative. It's only worse. It's already bad as it is. Let's try to see what we can cherish it, celebrate it, think about the time, have it impact us, and also learn. Like Kobe has a lot of. Remember I was telling you, I think this was last week or the week before, like little snippets that I see of celebrities and stuff. You know, they do motivations and they all put together. There was a lot of his on there. You know, and he was a very logical man. Very well spoken, but he kept things simple so people would understand. And that is motivation enough. Point being is why are we trying to just sit here and look negatively upon it? It's already a bad situation. Stop it. Stop trying to have a voice. Stop trying to be the first. Stop trying to get clout. Bro, you got to look at it and appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So how like what are you going to take from Kobe like moving forward? I know this is cliche, but
moving forward?
Yeah.
It's like I said before, bro. If I don't know a question, I'm gonna ask it. If I don't know something, I'm gonna learn how to do it. Try my hardest. Try to not let things get in my way. Something that's kind of already motivated me. But more importantly, just have the mentality to keep going. Like, bro, and this is what amazes me enough, bro. The man's already successful. In our eyes, successful, right? Because he's a retired NBA player.
What do you mean in our eyes? In everyone's eyes.
No, I'm talking about people. I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about people in general. Like when I say R, I'm talking about people in general. Like in people's eyes. That's what I should have said. Obviously to him, there was still so much more.
He had so much more to go. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's crazy. Even he's successful in people's eyes that he still wants to take it to that next level.
And he's going to.
That's the mindset that I want. Even if I get successful one day, even if I find my peak, I still want to continue to push, still continue to have that journey. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's something that really is, if anything, that I respect him and is the most honorable to me, and not just him, people that have that mindset in general, because it's great.
Yeah, because Kobe, obviously one of the most competitive athletes of all time, one of the greatest athletes of all time. A lot of those athletes have a hard time transitioning after their career's over in sports. But dude, like you said, he was about to take it. He won an Oscar, bro.
Yeah.
For his documentary, Dear Basketball. So he was on track to be an even better
voice in person in general.
Like in that whole entertainment world, not entertainment because he was already athlete, but like in that whole like film world, he's about to be even better because he started off with straight out the gate Oscar. So,
But it's just like I was telling you, bro. Like he had, because they said it best. I forget who said it, but he had the Mamba mentality with basketball. That mentality never changes. It never changed. He shifted his vision. It wasn't basketball. Now it was more of filming or doing things behind the scene. Trying to touch and inspire others, and stuff like that. So his mentality, the topic just changed, not his mentality. Make sense?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
he still shifted, and he was on the uprising, like you said. He did that, was that his first film that he produced? I don't.
Dear
know.
Basketball, yeah.
And he already won an Oscar with that, bro. Who's to know how much more he would have?
Yeah, he
would have touched, and how
Kobe was already out of here, but yeah, Kobe was.
That's on a different level.
Well, yeah, not even that. Just like him being a father too, because we saw what he was doing with his daughter, with the basketball team, coaching the daughter. So that was a whole.
There's his own facility, right?
Yeah, the Mamba facility. Yeah, UConn celebrated his daughter. They called her Husky Forever. So that was a great thing to do.
Bro,
what do you think that? Because All Star Weekend is coming up, we know they're gonna have something to do with Kobe. You think they should change the logo or anything like that? What do you think they should do? Like the NBA as a whole should do for Kobe? Anything?
Honestly,
because right now Jerry West's logo, and he absolutely said that they can change the logo. Like they can change the logo. Because Jerry West is like the first person that believed it, which is crazy. Because Jerry West's logo right now, he's the one that drafted Kobe. He traded up for Kobe. Like. He told Shaq that Kobe is gonna be the superstar. Like it only makes sense to pass the torch to Kobe after.
Honestly, I wouldn't, cause it's like I was telling you before, bro. I can't think of another artist from any sort that has hit the world this tragically, and at least from what I've seen.
Yeah, we kind of young.
I'm only 23.
Maybe Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but like
as
far as and I'm talking like sports wise, it's
athletes definitely Kobe.
Yeah.
Again, Muhammad Ali.
That too. Yeah, him too. But see, he died of natural. Well, that would be considered natural causes. Parkinson's. Yeah.
Parkinson's is natural, but yeah, because Muhammad Ali, we saw that coming.
Yeah. Like this was so abrupt.
Yeah, tragic. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm do it. Like he had a what's the word I'm looking for? Unique, a unique style. Talking about Kobe here. Unique style, obviously, of playing. Unique shot selection, especially with his spin move with the fadeaway. Unique stuff that players have copied. Players have looked for. Obviously, he did. Give a lot of it from Michael Jordan. Yeah,
for sure.
But that's the closest thing, in my opinion, that we've seen to MJ.
No,
no doubt. Style wise.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the mentality, obviously.
Best footwork in the game.
And probably the most clutchest.
Kobe's super clutch. Yeah, Kobe's super clutch.
The reason why I hesitate on that because I didn't know if you were gonna.
I'm not.
Throw anybody else in there.
I'm not about to argue with you about. What I look like a bad guy.
But
I'm not gonna argue with you about Kobe's clutchness.
One of the most clutchest people in the league.
Yeah, overall one of the best players of all time.
Yeah.
So.
The Afro Kobe, bro, number 8.
So did you want to talk about what your one of your favorite comedians said about Kobe's death after he died?
I wouldn't say one of my favorite.
Let's
go Dave Chappelle is my favorite.
I said one of your favorite. He's definitely in the top 5. Anyways, let the audience know what we're talking about.
So I guess Ari come on, bro. Did you do it just so I can't say his last name? You trying to put me on the air, bro?
It's Shafir, bro. It's not that hard.
Sorry. Hold up, bro. Sorry. So Ari Shaffir.
You might be special.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up.
Shafir. Ari Shafir. It's not that hard to say.
So Ari Shaffir, after Kobe died, Ari Shaffir wrote a really disgusting tweet.
It was a tweet or Instagram?
It says, I believe it was a tweet. It was followed with a video. It may have been Instagram. One of the two on social media platform. Where is it? Doop. Sorry, it's coming.
Okay.
All right. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Well, we had this pre-planned, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Let's get it together. Look for the quotation marks, bro.
Okay. Sorry. So he wrote, Kobe Bryant died 23 years too late today, which I still don't understand what that means. He got away with rape because all the Hollywood liberals who attack comedy enjoy rooting for the Lakers more than they dislike rape. Big ups to the hero who forgot to gas up his chopper. That got to be the worst part, bro. I hate the Lakers. What a great day.
There's more to it because he then later posted that it was just a joke and he got hacked, which I think was.
Yeah, he got hacked my ass.
Obviously, he didn't get hacked. I don't know why you'd say that, Ari. I'm surprised he even said that. Then he got dropped by his one of his talent agencies in LA, which makes sense because LA loves Kobe and it's gonna be hard to book you.
100%. Just to follow up pretty much with what you're saying, we'll say the quote that he said afterwards. He said, "I've been doing it for years. Every time a beloved celebrity dies, I post some horrible crap about them, which this is true. I've been doing it for years now. I like destroying gods, and right when a famous person dies, they're most worshipped. So as a response to all the outpouring of sympathy on social media, I put something vile. It's just a joke. I don't really hate any of the people." Shavir, this is horrible. Called the routine dark comedy and moronic, inappropriate post I make for the fans who signed up to see him. Okay, so one of the two things really the main thing, I hate that comment. Like I for the fans to see him, bro. You're on social media, bro. Like everybody sees it. Like you can't generic. Like I get it. I get the whole purpose. Like if you don't like it, keep scrolling. I get that, but once it's like a
if you're doing that for your fans, shouldn't it be like, okay, if you want to do something specifically for your fans,
do it when you go to stand up.
That want to see it.
Do it in your jokes. Like
no, just sure, yeah, doing your jokes, but like do it like in a room or something, like with no cameras, or like so no one can record it, so you know it's just for you guys, for the people that like to hear that type of stuff. Just do it in that type of room. Like you don't got to put it out in the public, knowing that his daughter was on the crash and other people lost their lives.
Okay, so do you think
And again, that goes back on point because no, he didn't know that because he didn't know. He just said it immediately. Like remember that instant gratification. People want to be the first to do everything. So he went and later. I think he cleared it up. He didn't know that his daughter and those other people on the crash. But again, it's not my type of comedy. I don't like it being labeled like under a joke.
Nah, because
you can. That's such a.
I mean, he has a history of this, so it's somewhat understand. But I don't.
It seems hacky to me. It seems like just hacky and like.
I don't get who's laughing at this. Like, bro.
Well, there's people like that type of dark.
Yeah, I like dark humor, bro. But in the same give. I don't want to defend him here, but I gotta see both sides. Oh, this is about to get really bad. So he didn't know, bro. Like I hate to put it like that. He didn't know. Although it's still heartless, still tasteless, still horrifying. Your comment that he said, but he didn't know. Should he got all his information before he tweeted? Yes. But obviously that's on him because you gotta adapt to your environment, know what you're talking. Just like you're saying, know what you're talking to before you do it, before you talk to it, before you state facts, before anything. Just like we've been saying this whole podcast, bro. But in the same given hand, he didn't know. And
whose fault is that? It's only his fault.
Yeah. That's what I just said. That's what I said. But still, in the same given hand,
hold on. You can't say in the same given hand. You can't say get your facts. Then in the same hand say he didn't know because that's
well, because it's tough. Because I mean, it's like obviously you should get your it does because
no, it doesn't.
Further experience, get your facts fully before you do it.
You can't say you're supposed to get your facts first, but then at the same time, in the same hand say it's okay because he didn't know.
I never said it's okay.
Well, okay, whatever. You said he didn't know. You can't say that in the same hand. He didn't have his facts, so that makes it wrong. Period. Because other people lost their lives, which makes it very insensitive. So how can you say in the same hand he didn't know? Okay, get your facts. Wait for the facts to come out. It's that simple, right? If you're gonna make a joke, wait till the facts come out.
You're right. I can't argue that.
It's that simple. I mean.
Oh no, but he did shoot out a tweet for an apology. I don't like. People are gonna say
it was kind of half-assed though, like because he got dropped from his agency.
And I can't even see.
And he got all the backlash, so that was expected.
I can't even see.
The only part I don't like about it, he said that he was hacked. Come on, Ari. We know you weren't hacked.
But I can even see, because Joe Rogan says this a lot. Sometimes I agree with, but I can even see Joe Rogan say, well, it's a bad joke, kind of wrong timing. But, which it is just a horrible joke, obviously.
Yeah, see, we got to talk about, too. What makes a joke? Like, what is a joke? Can I just put anything under a joke? Like, if
because this
can I just kill someone and say, hey, no, it's a joke?
I think the punch was supposed to be big ups to the hero who forgot to gas up his chopper, but bro, that's so vicious to me, bro. Like that's so, that's deadly, bro.
But again, Kobe's not. It's not his responsibility to gas up the chopper. It's the pilot's. So even the setup was wrong.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
It's just, I don't know. It's horrifying.
Free speech.
Okay, so
it was free speech. I just didn't like, dude. You gotta again.
Do you think he should get?
His daughter was on the plane. Maybe you shouldn't say that other people on the plane.
Do you think people are going? Because I was reading it. They're saying like death threats and stuff. Do you think that's too far, or is it
people are gonna react how they react? A lot of people would say what he said was too far. So who am I to judge? I don't know. People are gonna react how they react. How do you feel?
I don't know, but I don't think. It's tough, bro. Because obviously,
people loved him. I'm not gonna say how someone should feel about someone if they. Obviously, not supposed. I don't want you to kill anyone. I don't want Ari to die.
Yeah. Do you think he should like have any like backlash from it, as far as like getting cut out from shows or stuff like that? He's
gonna get shows. He'll be all right. But
I'm saying, what do you think? Do you think it should be harder for him? Do you think there should be? My point is, do you think there should be some type of consequence?
Again, it's free speech. I didn't like the joke. I don't think it's funny. I think it's hacky. I think it's lame. But no, he should still be able to do shows. Although it's gonna be hard in LA. I can see why.
You got to go 100%, especially in LA out of all places.
Yeah, because he's a New York comic, and I like Ari. I like Ari because I've heard him several times on the Rogan podcast. Although I was reading some things like apparently he drugs his friends on air. Like apparently he drugged Bert Kreischer. Because they talked about it one time, but I thought it was just a joke. But I mean, the way they worded it, he drugged Bert. He gave him some type of pill or something. But anyways, live on air.
I'll just say, if you ever drug me, I'm killing you. Like, bro, that's not.
Apparently he drugged them.
I don't think that's.
Like but again, I've always liked Ari from what I've heard on from him and stuff. I just didn't like the joke. I think it's hacky, lame. But other than that, he should continue to do shows, man. Free speech.
Touché. So speaking of people making mistakes. Do you want to get on with the news anchor?
Oh yeah. Hold up, let me pull it up. Her name. Hold on, I sent it to you in a text. The lady's name is Allison Morris, was it?
Allison in Wonderland.
Basically, this reporter from was it Fox? No, MSNBC. Sorry. She was reporting on Kobe's death, or on the helicopter crash, right? Yeah, Allison Morris is her name. And she somehow... How do I put this in words? She
said the N-word.
Yeah, she definitely said the N-word, but she replaced the N-word with Lakers. No, the Los Angeles...
Niggers.
Yeah, instead of Lakers. So, I don't know. You guys tell me. Is that something you slip up?
What do you mean by you guys, sir?
Whoa. Whoa. Let's relax. It's not a political podcast. No, but seriously, like, instead of saying the Los Angeles Lakers, she said the Los Angeles Niggers.
That's tough. Okay, so, time out before we get into that.
No, don't call it time out, bro. This is not a game.
Time out. Before that, I just want to say there are some people that think that it was edited.
Come on, bro. It's clear as day.
But I don't know. I didn't see it live, so I mean I don't know. But there's some people that think that it's edited. Well, I have to say because so the person when for one, it was the same day obviously that Kobe passed. Mm-hmm. And the person that showed me it. She was like, "What's your reaction to it?"
Okay, before we get any further, okay, for the people that say that it might be edited, what would be the motive?
To cause hack? I don't know.
Like, what is like
Make
What's the end goal?
MSNBC look bad? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the end goal would be for that.
Bro.
Like I don't know. But anyways, the person that showed me it, she was like, "Well, what's your reaction to it?" My first reaction is, I was very passive on the situation. Because I said I don't think we don't need to shift the focus. We don't need to shift the focus on someone making a mistake. Like obviously now it's more sensitive because people have had to mourn over Kobe. So like obviously it's a topic now. But in the moment I was just like, it's stupid. We shouldn't be focused on that or any negative aspect. We need to focus on just trying to be better people that we are and continue to try to support and change lives as in our life in general. We got to quit letting these, and I'm not saying this situation is small because it's not, obviously it's offensive, but we got to quit letting small situations just get to us in life. And I've said this multiple times before, because there's a bigger end game and there's a bigger goal and choice. There's a poor choice. Yeah. I think I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know how you get Lakers and Knickers mixed up. I don't.
That's the bigger question. That's the bigger question.
Like I don't. What were you thinking about? Like
that's the bigger question. Like, that's forget everything else. Like those two words don't even sound alike.
No, they don't even rhyme.
Yeah, that's what sound like means. So I want to know what like how do you get that word? Like what? It's just interesting.
I don't know.
It's just interesting, like, because obviously we can't arrest her or nothing. Obviously.
Do you think okay, same thing with just like the Ari situation. Do you think there should be some type of consequence? She should be suspended. She should be pulled off air. She should be
if I'm being
at a desk job.
No, if I'm being fair, dude, that's saying Los Angeles.
It's a mistake, but it's a horrible mistake, and it's just like
clearly it's a mistake because clearly she did not want to say that on live TV in front of millions of people. But she'd probably say, I'm sure she probably says it in her private life. The way it wrote off her tongue.
It was too fluid.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
It was like, bro, you were definitely having this conversation before.
Yeah, probably before. Like, look at these. Like, who cares?
What's this? And do it on here.
Yeah, so.
I don't know how you get them. I'm sorry. I know this is.
It's a mistake. You can't do nothing. Just keep an eye on her. just probably wiretap her phones and see the type of conversation
if you're
she's
black,
having.
stay away.
Definitely that.
Okay, so how did you feel when you? Because I went on a little rant. How did you feel when you first heard it or when you saw it?
Not surprised. they just caught a conversation on air. Not surprised. No, I don't get surprised anymore when this type of stuff happens. Honestly,
it's crazy. I don't know because like the person that showed me it, she made a good point. Because the point was about it being edited. There was a space.
No, there wasn't.
Between,
there was not a space, bro.
Like the words.
There was not a space. There was not a space.
But you're right. What would be?
She said it, then she kind of like stood. I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
She kind of started. Like, I mean, Lakers. So I don't know this. I just don't get. I don't know. People want everything to be edited. Like, I mean, I get it. We live in that type of age, but come on, man. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. That's another stupid situation. But once again, but and it's just like I was saying, stop, people, stop trying to. Which obviously this situation is more understandable, but stop trying to hang someone on a cross, bro.
Saying the N-word on TV, bro. It's not no little thing, man. Saying the Los Angeles, cause bro, she attacked the whole organization, bro.
She attacked the whole city.
Pretty much, Los Angeles. Yeah, it's a whole city. Los Angeles Negroes. Yo, she created a whole league, like the Negro League, bro. The Los Angeles Negroes. So it's kind of a big deal, bro.
It is.
You're on TV, bro. It's your job.
I don't know.
Maybe give her a desk job now.
Now you second guessing it.
Maybe like let her do some paperwork. I don't know. Maybe live TV isn't for you.
I don't know, bro. It's weird. I don't know.
That is the beauty of live TV, though. Like seeing those blunders.
But you see the people's faces.
The bloopers.
No, cut that. Like, you can't cut it. We're live, honey. You can't cut it. Sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something kind of comical out of it. But like just on this whole Kobe situation, it's crazy, it's sad, it's a tragedy, it's horrific, and I don't think it's crazy because it's not just normal people. Like the whole league was affected, teams were affected. They canceled the LA Lakers and the Clippers game. They not canceled it, they postponed it. So it's something on a greater span. You stayed over there, bro?
I'm good.
Oh, yeah, but it's something just on a greater thing. I just hope people learn to love and really learn. Well, I hate to say learn from this, but just try not learn from it, but just try to see the good out of it. Try to get somewhat motivated. Realize that time on this earth, it's not on our time. It's not. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of when I heard this. I was like, bro, this proves right here it's not on our time. He was 41 years old. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mamba, Gianna, those other people, 7 other people. Yeah, Super Bowl. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to hit.
Yeah, I'm
hit
sorry.
A little comedy.
I'm working on it. That's how I start on my business now. So okay, sorry. No, but the Super Bowl this weekend.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Okay.
that was a little glitch.
Okay.
Before we get into that, do you want to talk about? Did you hear about Roger Goodell's statement?
No, what do you say?
So pretty much every year before the Super Bowl, Roger Goodell obviously goes up, he's on the podium, speaks his truth, but he's obviously spoke to the people, but he was talking about how he wants the NFL organization to seek to get help for Antonio Brown.
Awesome.
And it didn't. I don't want to say that he said there's a. I'm sorry. I'm definitely. I got a picture of it. Yeah. No. I apologize. 'Cause I want to get this right. Boop, boop, boop.
He's scrolling through his phone right now.
Sorry.
See a whole bunch of unnecessary pictures.
Sorry.
He's reading right now. He wasn't the best reader in school.
Okay. So he wants to get into your asshole.
Sorry.
He wants to get Antonio Brown back on track, and the league is confident that it can happen. So I think that's kind of a good sign. And it went further on, because I did read this part too. It went further on. He was like, the first thing that we really got to take in consideration as far as like Antonio Brown and people in general. What he was trying to say was pretty much, before we bash him, let's take the serious matter, which is his health and mental health. Yes, he could have been doing this just for faith.
No,
yes.
he's not.
You don't think so?
Dude, did you see the way he ran out of jail? Did you see that? You didn't see that?
No.
Dude, he was wearing some crazy blue suit with like an ankle
Oh,
monitor.
yeah.
And then he ran the wrong way.
No, I didn't see the way he ran. No, he ran the wrong way.
Yes, then his lawyer had to call him, hey, we're this way. Because I guess like the paparazzi, dude, you guys got to find this video. I guess the paparazzi trying to get him. He's like, no pictures. And like he ran that way, but his car was that way. So because he's running, I don't know why you're running in that suit in Florida. I don't know how you're not sweating. Then like he walked back slowly and went back. It was.
But I ain't walking
bizarre.
back, bro.
You gotta come pick me up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about to say. I'm about to Uber, bro. I ain't going that way. I'm
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
act like my car's over there.
Yeah, you gotta come
tripping.
pick. No, it's messed up because his lawyer like called him, hey bro, we're this way. So like everyone knows. So I don't know, it's just bizarre, man. I don't. Him getting bailed out wearing that suit was so bizarre. I don't know.
Ooh.
It was like a funky suit too, like.
But even before that, you saw like when he was. I showed you the picture when he was in court. What they had that man wearing.
Was that dude? That looked like a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, but they said it was like for him to prevent harming himself. But why was it? My question is, why was it green? Like, bro, it pretty much was a straight jacket that had no sleeves. That's what it looked like to me, bro.
Yo, they didn't want him to harm himself. Oh my god, that's so messed up, bro. Like, oh, dude, I love AB, man, but dude, he's got to get some help, bro. Like.
I know.
Can you I don't know how you can help him.
Like I said, and I've said this time and time before. I thought you were joking about the CTE, but
CTE, bro, it's not a joke.
It might be serious. But
I think whenever Vontaze Burfict kicked his head in during that game, the Pittsburgh versus Bengals game.
Let me ask you a question.
Knocked his head, and I think he's never been the same.
Let me ask you a question, 'cause I forget the dude's name. I can picture his face. Forget his name. He made a very good point. AB could have always been like this, but the Pittsburgh Steelers kept it under wrap.
Nah, bro.
That's what a lot of people
social media
think about it.
He was just smiling.
Huh?
Now he cussing out cops, cussing out his baby moms in front of his kids and the cops. He's just like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, okay, you can feel something, but dude, did you see the video of him cussing out his baby moms in front of the cops?
Bro, he threw the bag of dicks, and he was like,
okay,
he was like, eat these bag of dicks, you whore, or something like that.
Yeah, okay, you can feel. Okay, I get it. You don't have the best relationship with the baby mama. I get that. I've seen that happen before a million times, but why? Okay, I get you're not supposed to care what other people think, but you kind of do when you're AB. Like, that is not very good for your public image, my guy. Calling the cops crackers and stuff like that. No, I get. Look,
but more importantly, he came up. I didn't know he had this really deep accent. Like, did you see the video? He has a deep accent to me.
He has a cool voice.
I didn't know he had that deep of an accent. I was like, is this AB? I was like, this ain't Pittsburgh Steelers AB.
Dade County, baby.
Is that what it is?
Dade County.
But I had a lot of people say, what's wrong with Florida people?
Hey, man.
Because he's from Florida, bro.
Hey, man.
Bro, Florida people got to quit giving us bad looks,
he's the best. No, he's the best wide receiver of all time.
Yeah, just got maybe some mental problems.
Maybe it's not no maybe. Dude. He's got some
guy.
CTE.
But even with that, Roger Goodell said that they're gonna have something for Kobe too as well for the Super Bowl, which I think that was. I think that's dope, and that just is another great point that obviously Kobe, he touched every sport and everybody, everything. So, but I want to bring that up before we talk about Super Bowl.
The Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl the same day Kobe died. You know how blow that was.
They supposedly they like stopped it or
did something. Who's watching the Pro Bowl though? That's my
thing. I told you it's pointless.
You want to watch flag football? Like,
pretty much people not trying.
Yeah.
Dodgeball. That was the whole highlight of that whole Pro Bowl.
The whole game. They could take that out honestly.
But I thought Pro Bowlers were something big to you.
Being recognized as the best at your position for that year is a big thing. I'm talking about the game, doofus. The game is pointless because you gotta play contact. You gotta play contact football. No, that was a stupid statement. Yes, being recognized as being the best player in your position. No, doofus sounds way better because that's what you are. You're a doof. But anyway, being recognized as the best player at your position is an accomplishment. I'm just talking about the game itself. That you can't play football without any contact, and then the game means nothing. What do the players get out of it? I mean, you're risking injury every time you get on the field. So I'm just talking about the game itself is just kind of pointless.
Make it flag football or something. Don't make it football. You right? Just
make people play out of position or something.
I do like the QB challenges though. The quarterback.
Yeah, the challenge like the wide receiver thing. Those are cool.
I think those are cool too.
Those are cool. I'm just talking about the game in itself.
Oh yeah, no, that's that to me is stupid because there's no like. It's not really competitive. People, which I totally get.
Because
obviously
of injury.
You don't want to hurt. Yeah, you don't want to hurt yourself. It's full on contact sport. But it's a good. I don't know. I never really watched the Pro Bowl like I said.
Yeah. So the Super Bowl is this weekend.
Yes, sir.
You picked Kansas City, right?
Kansas City by 7.
Dude. So apparently a lot of NFL execs are saying that Kansas City is supposed to blow out San Francisco.
I said this last week on the podcast.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. I didn't say the execs, but it's a lot of people that I know got them.
Spit on me.
Gosh, at least it's only one time and not 6 times like last week.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising. I don't know. I don't think that's. I mean, they're execs for a reason, but.
I know.
Blow them out.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I can. It's like I said before. I mean, I don't think a lot of people trust Jimmy G, and if they don't really got to.
How? Okay. Yeah,
because he threw 8 passes against Aaron Rodgers or against Green Bay.
That's what he had to do to win.
Anyway,
Why don't you trust him when he got the W and they blew him out? That makes no sense.
Anyway,
come on, bro.
A lot of people don't really trust Jimmy G.
Who? That's a lie. Who are these people?
I don't know that. I mean, a lot of people that I talk
that's
to.
A lie.
My little behind circle. That's not worldwide.
No, that's a lie. I don't believe that. Name him.
Huh?
I don't really trust him. You know what his record is? He's only lost 5 games.
I'm not gonna rehab this argument. We argued for like 15 minutes last time.
He's a 2-time Super Bowl winner.
We're not gonna 2-time Super Bowl winner. Oh.
We just gonna ignore that? We just gonna ignore that?
Crowd, should I entertain this? Fans, should I entertain this?
Hold on, are we gonna ignore that?
What?
That experience was valuable.
What experience?
Being on those Patriot teams.
Being on the Patriots? What are you talking about?
Being on the Patriots teams and winning.
Oh no! Yeah. No,
winning
that's
a Super Bowl
by
behind
far.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, if you're behind Tom Brady and Bill Belichick,
He's got a ring.
Huh?
He's got a ring.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you aggravate me so badly. So, anyways,
because I'm stating facts.
he has a ring, but did he play? No.
He's on the team.
Bro,
It's a team game.
I'm pretty sure even the water boy got a ring. Does that?
It's a team game, bro. Like everyone's efforts contributed. Yo, you're a hater, bro.
I'm not a hater. I'm just saying.
You're a hater, bro. Just say that.
Anyway, a lot of people don't.
I'm like porn star Jimmy. Just say that.
My point. I don't honestly. I personally. I haven't seen enough of him. I don't know.
All he does is win.
He has a. Okay, as far as QB skill wise, I have not seen enough of them because there's so many different avenues that the San Francisco 49ers have that they win by. They win by their defense, by their picks.
That's a great team.
No, it is. I'm not disputing that. Run game.
All right, so who's
game? It's easy.
Who's the best tight end in the game right now?
Oh, Kettle by far. Yes.
Who throws him the ball?
Huh? Jimmy
he can't throw the ball himself.
Okay.
He can't throw the ball to himself.
But you know how easy it is when you have a great running game and you can run play action and then people come down to blitz. Therefore, Kettle's always open. Like you know how easy, and him already being an OP.
Stop it, dude.
Him already
that's
being
Shanahan. That's Shanahan.
Him already
that's
being
Shanahan, baby.
Him already being, and obviously a great tight end. Oh, I was gonna say OP. That's a great tight end.
It's like Call of Duty.
He's gonna make the catch and run, yes. But it's easier when you have a good run game, when you have a complete team like San Francisco. But as far as
so you're punishing Jimmy G for having
I'm not punishing
team.
Jimmy G at all. I'm not punishing him. I'm just saying I me personally, and I'm nobody, so my opinion doesn't really matter.
Obviously.
But a lot of it, I can see where a lot of people say that they don't trust Jimmy because they haven't seen Jimmy as a person.
Go watch his game. That's all I gotta say. Go watch his games and go look at his record.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Jimmy G is still not a reliable source. I can see where people get that, even if I were to go back and look at his records.
Time out, bro. Time out. I gotta stop. I can't let you call him not. How's he not a reliable source when all he does is win, bro? You can't say he's not a reliable source when he's a good team. 23 and again.
He's never corely carried the team on his back like Patrick Mahomes has.
So you want him to go to a bad team? Patrick Mahomes has weapons. What are you talking about? Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, dude.
The vein is coming out your neck, bro.
Come on, you're not making any sense, bro. You're just saying stuff just to say stuff, bro.
But Patrick Mahomes, okay, for example, Patrick
Mahomes has Travis Kelce has better weapons than Jimmy G on the offensive side of the ball.
Let me know when you're done.
And Patrick Mahomes had their team has had the best defense the second half of the season. So go ahead. So don't tell me about weapons and stuff. And he has Andy Reid. So go ahead, go. You can talk.
You good?
Yep. Because you're not making any sense. Go
ahead. Patrick Mahomes is more of an elusive back. He's more accurate on the run. He can escape defense.
You just saying generic stuff.
Did I let you talk?
You're saying generic
stuff. I let you talk?
He's elusive.
Did I let you talk?
No, not really.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Anyways, I can see why people would trust Patrick Mahomes more than Jimmy G.
I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is clearly a better player than Jimmy G.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that, but to say Jimmy G's not reliable is just okay. How is he not reliable again?
People say.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm not asking you.
Me personally, I feel like I have not seen enough where he, as an individual, can beat a team sorely on passing.
So how many games do you want him to win before he's reliable?
I'm just saying.
I'm asking you a direct question.
Because it doesn't matter about how many wins. To me,
so what do you want a quarterback to do?
Huh?
You don't want your quarterback to win games?
To win by passing. So how many games can he win by himself with his arm? That would be for more people to see how reliable he is.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
So you don't want your quarterback to win. You just want him to throw the balls as many times as he can.
I never said that. I said if he win when quarterbacks when they beat teams by their arms, like Russell Wilson, for example.
I told you this last week. Jimmy G did this. Did he not do this against New Orleans? Did he not go into their dome and beat Drew Brees by throwing the ball?
They also got shut down by their defense. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, they didn't. That game was a shootout. What are you talking about?
Oh, was it?
Exactly. You don't watch. That's my point. Go back and watch those games. Jimmy G's been plenty of teams by throwing the ball, bro. You just come on. Just cause
name one other team other than that. I'll wait.
The freaking Seahawks. What are you talking about?
That was because they can run. Stop it, Seahawks can't stop the run.
No, it wasn't. No, that was a low scoring game. That was a low scoring game. That was a low scoring game.
Even in the first game, Jimmy G. That was a low scoring game. Even in the first game that they played this season, Jimmy G nutted up. Jimmy G nutted up when they turned over and got the ball. The man couldn't even move 10 yards, bro.
He nutted up.
They didn't even. I don't think they got 2 first downs, bro. That's why they lost the very first game. Yes, you can grow over time. Obviously, he got some more experience.
They lost that game by one play.
Yeah. Yes, he's a better.
So that's a nut up. Losing the game by 1 play is a nut up.
When you can't drive, to make, all they had to do was get to the 20-yard line on the Seahawks defense, which I don't think that is good, and get a
All
3,
they had to
bro.
do. All
If
they had
he's
to
as
do.
good as you say he is,
He is as good. Look
if
at his
you're as
record.
good as you say it is, he should be able to march downfield just like Russell Wilson did when he got the
Come on.
possession right back. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me.
That
One,
was the stupidest
two.
thing I've ever heard. But go ahead.
Anyways,
You're not making any sense, but go ahead.
we argued about that last week. I don't feel like continue to argue about that.
You didn't make any
Point
sense.
being is, I think
So he loses a game, so he's not clutch. What kind of logic are you talking about, dude?
they lost the game because of him. That's what I'm saying. He couldn't march it downfield. Yes, he's not clutch if he can't march it downfield. Yes. If he's throwing passes behind receivers, yes, he's not
Throwing
clutch.
passes
Because he
Lucas,
panicked.
bro.
He panicked. He
my-
panicked at OT, bro. He nutted up.
Bro,
Watch it.
He panicked.
Yes,
Oh
watch it.
What are you talking?
The very
about?
first game of the season when they played the Seahawks. Yes, the second game
Very
they-
first game. What are you talking about?
the first game of the season when they played the Seahawks, they played twice.
Yeah. What you
The
said
fir-
the very first? Yeah, they played twice.
Yes,
You mean when
that-
they played
that
the Seahawks
wa-
the first time.
Huh?
When they played the Seahawks the first
Yes,
time,
that's
they
what I'm
lost the
talking
game.
about.
What happened the second time?
Huh?
Was he able to
The
avenge
ru-
that?
huh?
Was he able to avenge that loss?
The run game was able to revenge
See,
that.
again, you're not
and
giving him any
I
credit.
think the Seahawks on. Well, I mean that was
Seahawks
that
weren't even that good. We saw what Green Bay did to him. So I don't know why.
Are you talking about because the BS first down? Is that why they're not good? I think if they would have got that first down, Seahawks would have won that game. Yes.
I don't believe so.
But I don't know. That's a different topic for a different day.
We saw what they did to Green Bay. We saw what they did to New Orleans. Your boy Drew Brees. You had him in your top 5 quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah, I still do.
So he beat Drew Brees in a shootout. So I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, look at his record, man. That's numbers lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. So
What's a 6? Is it a 6 or a 9? How many times I gotta tell you this?
wait, if you don't.
Okay, then. Anyways, I think if Kansas
Numbers
City,
don't
if Kansas City can make key stops on third downs, and their D line can hold up, and like I said, just make the key stop runs. I think if you force Jimmy G to throw, I think they might lose that in a shootout. But I don't know though. Who knows? He could. Hey, my dog. I could be totally wrong. He could be totally right. He could be the most experienced back ever, and they could win just by him solely.
They've done it before.
Who really knows? But I really think I hope it's a close game. I hope it's a good game. But I mean, it could go either way. I see either San Francisco blowing them out or it being a really good game.
You only picked Kansas City to win though.
Yeah, I picked Kansas City by 7, but I'm saying I can see it either way because I think if it's gonna be the same thing like they did with Aaron Rodgers. If they can't stop the run game and they go up 14-0 in 2 minutes, and their defense is steady, I think it's gonna be hard for you to come back because this ain't the Titans, this ain't the Texans. I think it's gonna be hard for you to come back on that San Francisco defense, especially with Richard Sherman being that corner and they having a really steady head of steam for the front 4, especially when they get hot. Or front 7, I should say. When they get hot and rolling, it's very hard to stop that team. So a lot of teams ran out of gas. That's why Kansas City kind of came back. Kansas City caught fire. And the people couldn't keep the steady play throughout the game. And that's why they come back most of their games. So they can keep them cold, keep control of the clock. It could go either way. You got to stop that run game, though. It's going to be an O-line and D-line game.
Okay. Let's talk about the NBA All Stars. Did you see the All Star starters?
No. No.
This is America's game right here, dude. So you don't know the starters?
It didn't. Go on.
What? Then what? Look at you. Come on. You're a doof, bro.
I didn't even get on you. You're
Yes, you
wiping on me?
did. Come on.
Sorry, I spilled my drink.
You freaking doof. But anyways, can I name the All Star starters without you freaking needing a bib? This man can't even drink his drink right. Are you good?
I'm good, bro.
Jeez. All right. So we got Luka Doncic. I'm just gonna name the West All Star starters. Luka Doncic.
Didn't he hurt his ankle?
He's good. Luka Doncic. He's back. Luka Doncic, James Harden, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, that's from the West. And on the East, you got Pascal, Kemba, Trae Young, Giannis. Is that it? Was that 5? I think that was 5, right?
Sounds like the West.
Pascal, Kemba, Trae Young, Giannis, and there's someone missing. Joel Embiid. Sorry. So yeah, that's a 5 from the East. Any objections there? Anyone you think should have?
To be honest, no, not really. I mean,
Jimmy Butler.
huh?
I'm gonna speak for
yeah.
Jimmy Butler should have been an All-Star. Probably should have took probably Trae Young out, dude. Because although Trae Young he's putting up crazy numbers, Jimmy Butler's winning. His team's winning, and he's got good numbers. I don't know.
Not just that, he's been kind of a different maker for that team, anyways, right?
Yeah,
Jimmy G.
absolutely.
I said Jimmy G. Jimmy
Exactly.
Butler.
There you go. Jimmy Butler.
And Jimmy Butler's kind of been the difference maker.
Yeah, this is a weird, like, the reserves are weird. Like, this might be, like, the weirdest year for reserves ever. You got Bam Adebayo from Miami, and you got Jimmy from Miami. Then you got Rudy Gobert from Utah, Brandon Ingram from the Pelicans. You got Jokic, of course, Damian Lillard, Kyle Lowry, Chris Middleton, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul. Which I'm happy to see Chris Paul get an All-Star.
Sorry.
What?
I said you were looking kind of low there.
Oh, okay. Chris Paul getting an All-Star vote or getting an All-Star selection. I'm happy about that. Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Russell Westbrook.
That's the only name I wanted to hear was Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna be honest.
Anyone you think should have made it? That's not on here.
To be honest, I don't.
Well, yeah, I know you don't watch basketball, but
I watch it after All Star season.
so you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
All-Star season.
Yeah, I definitely meant All Star weekend. Goodness gracious, what's wrong with me?
Yeah. So I think they're doing the draft on February 6th, which is I believe next Thursday. Next Thursday they're doing.
I haven't even seen the draft lineup neither. Oh my gosh.
What are you talking about?
Like who's?
I just named them. Like the reserves.
Oh, my fault, bro. My mind is somewhere totally else, bro. For some reason, I thought you were talking about NFL draft. Oh my gosh, my fault. My mind is somewhere else. Go on, sorry.
This guy.
Sorry, bro.
Should have had a V8. Yeah. So that's that. As far as the, I'm sure for the All-Star game they're gonna do something for Kobe.
Do you think it's gonna be a good All-Star game?
No, but it never is. I just like to see like.
Sometimes it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to me seeing players like have fun, take the game a little bit less serious. That's, I don't know. To me, it makes me see like it's more relatable. Like players are more relatable. They're people too. They like to have fun. Not everything has to be serious.
Okay, that took a weird turn.
Would you agree or disagree?
No, I'm Mamba mentality, bro.
Come on.
Come on, Mamba mentality.
No,
I'm not with that soft stuff, man. We out here to win. Do the best you can, man. Cause again, life is. What'd you say?
Short.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to make the best of it, man. I can have fun games later.
You want to talk about a weird turn?
No, you just.
You're right.
Ask me. Calm down, man. Mamba mentality. So yeah, that's that for basketball. Rockets ain't been looking too good.
They just got blown out by Trailblazers. I'm aware.
It was not a blowout, but
about Dame time. I think they're starting to heat up.
Huh?
I think they're starting to heat up. I think they might make playoffs.
They're probably gonna make the playoffs, but they're not.
Dame time got a triple double.
First one. Oh, my boy Kawhi Leonard got triple double. The other night. Well, last week against the Heat. I think it was last Friday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So shout out to my boy Kawhi. He even though they lost.
I'm excited for basketball playoffs. I'm about to start paying more attention to it. My fault. I know that was kind of a side note.
No, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what time we're at right now, so you want to? I forgot to start the timer. You want to talk about music?
We can go. Yeah.
Well, I'll start off what I've been listening to. Let's see. I've been Lil Wayne dropped a new album, by the way.
Funeral, yeah, I did. I didn't know if you wanted
which
to
is
make
weird
that a different
because
segue.
I don't know why you're dropping Funeral. Album called Funeral.
Yeah, that's
kind
of
5 days after Kobe died. 5 days after Kobe died. I don't know.
Right.
But to be fair, Lil Wayne he's been teasing this album for a while. He's been called a Funeral. So know why he decided to drop it this Friday.
I haven't listened to it at all. I listened to maybe I have
songs. Just like first, like just based off what I've heard, I don't know what direction he's going in. I don't know what.
What do you mean by like direction?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the theme of the album. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't see the direct, like, because the Carter series, I get the Carter series. This one, it just seems like he's just rapping just to rap. There's not like an overall theme to the. It's called Funeral, but
There's no like.
he's talking about Mahogany. The
That's,
intro track is good.
that's a song I did listen to. Was Mahogany.
It just seems like he's just
kinda
rapping
bumping.
just to rap on beats. Again, the album is called
Do you
Funeral,
think
so
that's a
you
good thing or
expect
bad
like
thing?
a thing. I don't know. I haven't listened. I haven't heard the whole album.
No, I'm talking about like rappers just just wanting to.
I like when Lil Rain raps. I like his punchlines. So if it's good, it's good. But I don't know. So I haven't heard the album. We'll talk about that next week. We'll give you guys a full breakdown.
What have you been listening to this week?
I've been listening to a lot of old stuff, man. Like stuff that you probably won't know about. You know who Jeff Beck is?
No.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody knows who Jeff Beck is.
Jeff Beck is one of the greatest guitarists of all time, my boy.
Oh, my dog been. Whoa.
Yeah, I've been listening to Jeff Beck, some Led Zeppelin, some Buddy
Have
Guy.
you really?
Yeah, Stairway to Heaven.
I really. I don't see you listening to Led Zeppelin, bro.
Stairway to Heaven is a great song. It's one of the great songs of all time. Everyone knows this. I'm trying to get back into my rock bag because I used to be like a big rock. I used to be like a big rocker. I'm trying to get back into my rock bag.
FYI to the fans out there, this is a total shock to me. I don't see you liking rock. I don't know.
You don't see me like, dude. You don't see me liking rock.
Let's relax, bro.
Blink-182.
You name the band that everybody knows. I thought you were gonna say some Paramore, some garage band.
Everyone knows Paramore. Paramore. Sorry.
Can you say it right if everyone knows
Weezer.
it?
Dude, I love rock. What are you talking about? Who doesn't like rock? Like good rock. I'm not talking about like screamo or nothing like that. I'm just talking about like
Cut me
some
hurt my
smooth,
ears.
like some like smooth.
You ever heard of Tool?
Come on, bro. Never heard of them.
I thought you said drop knowledge on me.
That sounds like some. I'm not talking about no country rock either, bro.
No, it's rock. I just got
cause
put on Tool not too long ago.
Cause I know you like. I know you like. Like.
But my dog Terrence. Shout out.
Cause my friend has this joke. He says he'll watch any type of porn except country, which is which is hilarious, dude. Yeah, I'll listen to anything except country.
Yeah, you gotta keep that open mind, bro.
I'm
Country
good.
be hitting me some type of way.
It's you. I'll stick to the blues. I'll stick to the blues. Oh yeah, I've been listening to BB King too.
That's something I've never gotten into was blues and something that I really think I need to.
Like
soothing.
Yes, yeah. My guy was putting me on some blues, so I've been just getting like that type of bag, some blues. Jeff Beck, dude. Yo, you guys need to listen to this song. It's called "People Get Ready" with Rod Stewart. You know Rod Stewart?
Yes.
What band? You don't know Rod Stewart?
Nah, why don't I know the name though?
Oh. Anyways, yeah, listen to the song "People Get Ready" with Jeff Beck and Rod Stewart. It's a great song. What about you?
To be honest, I've been kind of a little bit. I've been kind of a little opposite. I've been listening to no rock, but mine's been. I've been listening to a lot.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I've been listening to a lot of like old kind of Big Crit albums. I cannot think of that album's name. The songs I was just playing. Cannot think.
You sound like a poser, bro.
I really want to say the Illuminati, but it's not.
Sound like a poser right now. You can't.
Might be Illuminati. I don't know.
Bro, can we get that name of the album? So, what if I want to listen to this later?
We'll get it next week.
I kind of want to listen to it now, actually.
I'm going to pull my phone out, and there's going to be awkward silence.
Go ahead, dude. I was just pulling my phone out. Although I knew the artist by heart. And then
yeah, but I know. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Big Crit. Honestly, a lot of. Have you ever listened to like? You probably have it, like lo-fi hip hop or lo-fi like. It's kind of like it's kind of like studying music. It's like a light dubstep.
I believe it's called lo-fi. Not lo-fi.
I always thought it was lo-fi, bro.
Lo-fi?
It's
lo-fi.
I have a.
Whoa, why are you playing it? Why are you playing it?
I'm trying to play it. Multi-Illuminati.
Trying to get a copyright strike?
That's why I turned it down real quick. Multi-Illuminati. I may definitely be pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of good songs off that. Like It's Better This Way. What's another one? Oh yeah, In the Darkness for sure. Got Me Through. And then what's the one with Chicago? Oh yeah, Party Tonight. Oh, this is a really good album, bro. I've been jamming with that. What else have I really been listening to? I don't know. I've been honestly, this is gonna sound weird. I've been listening to kind of like a lot of, you know how like some people on YouTube they put like matchups. So they take like a snippet. Mashups. Sorry, matchups. Like it's damn. Like what's that? The NBA 2K joint. Anyway, sorry, but like mashup. I don't know. But let's do a lot of like different type of mashups. You know, hearing some song lyrics, like some artist lyrics, like on different types of beat. It hits differently. It's pretty cool. And then sometimes I listen to some slow down music. Ball and Slow Down by
Roddy Ricch.
Is it? Yeah.
And DJ Mustard.
Yeah. Thank you. That's really nice. Slow down. So I don't know. Mine's been kind of. I've been kind of everywhere with it, bro.
Gotcha. I think that concludes this episode.
That's how you get come on, bro. Oh, listen, bro. I told you this.
Again, I don't know how much time we got, bro.
Oh yeah, my fault. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been trying to work on my joke writing, bro. So far, not so great. You heard the one joke I got. I'm not no Dave Chappelle, but give me Kevin Hart.
again, let's keep working. Let's keep working. 2020, baby. 2020, we're gonna make it happen. So, if you guys have any suggestions, again, please talk to Lucas or talk to me.
Let us know. Yeah, let us know. Please, just write the comments down. Hit us up. Any, like today was kind of a little bit of a laid back, chill day. We spent a lot of time on Kobe, so it was really, it was really, really good, bro. Really heart vent, really good event. And talk about life. I love it.
All right, yeah. Rest in peace to the people that lost their lives in that helicopter crash.
Of course.
For sure. Again, leave us a rating on Apple Music. On Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. We should be there.
Definitely. Especially on Apple Podcasts, we come up first if you do think much, question mark. So, but yeah, we getting there, man. Once again, we appreciate y'all for everything.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Much love to y'all.
Peace.